Every now and then, a sequel comes along that reminds you why the first movie mattered in the first place. Zootopia wasn't just a hit. It wasn't just funny. It was one of Disney's smartest films. A buddy cop mystery wrapped in social commentary, wrapped in a billion-dollar box office triumph. So 9 years later, the pressure on Zootopia 2 wasn't high. It was stratospheric. And somehow Disney looked at that pressure and said, let's raise the bar again.
Can you tell us about your journey to Dysfunction Junction?
Zootopia 2 is bigger, sharper, more emotionally grounded, and more confident than I expected. It doesn't try to out-cute the original or repeat its moral arc. Instead, it expands the world in a way that feels purposeful. And honestly, overdue.
All right, let's do this one last time.
Right out the gate, the tone is different, not darker in a grim way, but richer. The film dives into the long-hidden reptile district, a part of Zootopia the first film never let us see. And once the movie reveals it, you instantly understand why. Reptiles have been separated, tucked away, managed in a way that raises eyebrows for anyone paying attention. The tension around that separation powers the entire mystery. Nick and Judy are back, and they're the best they've ever been. They're seasoned partners now, sharper, funnier, more synced, but their bond isn't treated like a cartoon fantasy. They disagree, they debate, they push each other. Their partnership feels lived in, like they've solved 100 cases off screen, and this is the one they'll never forget.
We're partners, but we are partners with boundaries.
And yes, for the shippers, this movie gives you plenty to work with. But let me talk about the breakout star, because Zootopia 2 delivers one of the best new Disney characters in a decade, Gary the Snake. Ke Huy Quan's Gary is a revelation. On paper, he's a pit viper assigned to help Nick and Judy navigate the reptile district. In the movie, he's this impossibly wholesome, wildly expressive, coil-covered cinnamon roll. Every frame he's in feels instantly iconic. Ke Huy Quan gives him this heartwarming sincerity that hits harder than you'd expect. He's funny without being silly, emotional without being melodramatic, and animated with more personality than some entire franchises get in 2 hours.
There is no secret ingredient.
Disney knew what they were doing. They didn't make Gary a side gag. They made him the emotional center of the film. The mystery this time is tighter, more intricate, and more detective noir than the first movie. Instead of focusing on prejudice or identity politics, the sequel leans into policing, secrecy, and institutional neglect, especially toward populations Zootopia would rather ignore. The whole case feels more adult, but never in a way that loses the kids. It's just well written, like the filmmakers finally trusted their audience to follow a real mystery.
I cannot make bricks without clay.
Hey, if you're enjoying this video so far, take a quick second to hit that like button. It really helps the channel reach more movie fans like you. And while you're at it, subscribe so you don't miss future reviews, rankings, and breakdowns just like this. All right, let's jump back in and keep the review rolling. And visually, this movie is gorgeous. From the neon-lit marsh market to the humid, glowing tunnels of the reptile district, the sequel expands the city with a level of detail that feels almost overwhelming in the best way. The textures, the lighting, the fluidity of scale between species, Disney animation is flexing here, big time.
You still look like a noble steed to me.
Michael Giacchino returns and he's cooking. His new score fuses swamp blues, funk, ambient synth, and orchestral warmth. There's a theme in the third act, you'll know it when you hear it, where Giacchino steps into a whole new lane. It gives Zootopia 2 its own identity instead of remixing the first film's themes. And yes, Shakira is back. Her new song Zoo is energetic, vibrant, and honestly catchier than Try Everything. It has this Afrobeat groove that matches the sequel's world building perfectly. Whether it becomes a cultural moment like the first song did, we'll see. But I walked out humming it. Where the movie really shines though is in its emotional depth. The way it handles trust, the way it explores old wounds between species, the way it forces Nick and Judy to question not just each other, but the system they operate inside. The film doesn't over-moralize, it doesn't preach, it simply asks the right questions in the right scenes and lets the characters answer them through action.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Zootopia 2 also takes the time to show that relationships, even animated ones, grow through conflict. Nick and Judy both carry baggage from the first film, and this story uses that baggage instead of pretending it disappeared. Their conversations feel honest, their frustrations make sense, and their breakthroughs feel earned. In the third act, it goes for scale. Big stakes, high emotion, and a finale that ties the entire mystery together without relying on a twist villain trope. It's clever without being convoluted, heartfelt without getting mushy, and exciting without losing the grounded character work that makes the series special. So let's get to the verdict. Zootopia 2 isn't just a worthy sequel, it's a genuinely great film. It expands the world, deepens the characters, pushes the themes, and delivers one of Disney's best new characters in Gary the Snake. The animation is stunning. The music slaps, the mystery lands, and the emotional core hits exactly where it should. I'm giving Zootopia 2 a 4.5 out of 5. It's the perfect holiday movie. It's the perfect family movie. Honestly, it's just a great movie. Period. So what did you think? A heartfelt return to one of Disney's smartest worlds, or a sequel that changed more than you expected? Drop your thoughts below. And me, I'll leave you with this. Sometimes the bravest thing you can do isn't solving the mystery, it's trusting someone enough to walk through it with you.